Alrighty, welcome everybody back to the VHEL here for the Spring 26 Valorant season, and boy do we have a fun one today. We are back in Division 1B with XPL Thunder Dragons, the top seed, up against the third seed MONT Prisma. Again, the Thunder Dragons, we've seen them before. They are a very powerful team, but they've been hit by a bit of an emergency today. Well, they on paper had the advantage. They're missing their best player and playing down 4v5, which is going to make this a very interesting match to see if they can hold on to their undefeated season. But we got a whole map of Lotus ahead of us. As always, I'm Colonel Cass, joined today by my good friend Kiki. How's it going? You excited for some Valorant, my friend?
Pleasure to be here, Colonel, and I'm happy that the tides are kind of a little bit more equal now, considering that how one-sided this matchup on paper would have looked like. But yeah, due to that emergency, Thunder Dragons down a player, but regardless, the skill level still remains as high, even without their Radiant player. I'm very excited to see how this one goes. Looking like it's going to be an early entry into B. They're just looking to kind of lure out some util, but a bit of a slow start here from the Thunder Dragons.
And yeah, we'll see how this does go for them for the moment, trying to move forward on this attack. Again, it's a little bit of an interesting setup here, as again, most Valorant rounds are played around the fact that it's a 5v5 game and you're trying to get trades, but when you start down a player, if you trade out every single fight, you're just going to get 13-0'd, so the Thunder Dragons have to go for estimated value here, try and make the safe and stable plays almost the entire game, but we'll wait and see here. Some nice rotations on this default, leading them toward a C pushes. It will be Neon pushing in, Shay gonna lead the charge, but Cypher just backs up on the side of Sinai. Lucy Goosey down and low and mid will be able to take down Trekko, so a 5v3 now, and again, one early pick puts them in already a -2 player situation. Again, this entire series is going to be shifted by this missing player. They do get the nice early plant, door being held, Lucy Goosey for one, Bona retrades, Wagyu will go down there, 4v2 in favor of MONT Prisma here. Lala trying to peek over as Bonya trying to hide out here. Burger gets one, the Clove, Jiggle peeking these corners, jump shot peeks over to get to the other gap here. 1 HP on Lucy Goosey, Prowler Dog coming around trying to tag them, as we'll see the Omen looking to push forward. Lucy gets his third of the round, pushing over, Clove gets 1 and 2, a 3k for Lucy Goosey, but a 4k for Bonya's Clove here, and the Thunder Dragons down a player, start 1-0.
Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful as well. Being able to kind of maneuver yourself around. He didn't even know that Lucy Goosey was low. 1 HP on that fade really didn't help their chances at the retake, and that was a 3v5. They even started lower than the initial 4vx, the 4v5, and down from a 3v5, you can see how much they are able to just secure with their individuals, with their skill levels, and, well, Bona being definitely sure to show us that. And right now, they're going to look to kind of get this force out as fast as possible. They need to secure those advantages, and we're going to be seeing a lot of those one-side rushes, one-side hits, especially considering that you don't really have that many resources to kind of commit to splits. That's going to be a very difficult job to handle, and if MONT Prisma realize that, they might be able to exploit that.
And we'll see for the moment here, they're leaning pretty heavily up A on this Thunder Dragons attack, as we'll see MONT Prisma rotating this fade out here. Lucy Goosey again was the hero of the first round for them. Unfortunately, the team fell just a bit short as Lucy Goosey peeking over. Bonya trying to find it with the Bulldog, but a little bit slow to find the angle. Tree, though, going to get pushed in, and Kamalia here going to get taken down. Few smokes going to set up to support the Thunder Dragons attack, and again, even players now with their first pick. Lucy Goosey peeks over, a shot onto the Neon, but will get taken down by Fade's Guardian here. Burger gets that mirror kill, as we'll see Burger get the spike planted down. 2 players pushing from spawn, 1 on the deep flank through main, as we'll see if Cypher can find anything as the 2 players high, Wagyu and Lala trying to move forward. Sinai the same here on this flank, but we'll see some mutual come out here. The Cypher going to start running, he's going to be found. Trekko for 1, Bona for 2, as we'll see Wagyu get picked up for 3, and again, it's Valorant. We expect the first round to go to, or the second round to go to the same team that won the first, but well done by the Thunder Dragons, pick it up without a death here, 2-0 for them.
Absolutely, and keeping that economy high isn't going to be much of an issue, especially considering that you have that 1 player less, although you still have that 1 player earning less as well, and necessarily, you're not going to get that advantage that you would usually get in your ranked game of, you know, being able to pick up those ult orbs whenever you have that player disconnect. No, this time you're playing without that advantage, you're playing at your own disadvantage, and you are going to have to look for some of these entries and proactive plays. I'm really just curious how they're going to do this on the defensive end of things, where it's going to be a lot harder, but now Sunny needing to hold on here. It will be Shade trying to exploit some situation, but simply unable to. He is trying to kind of dive and buy room into the site. Sunny good for one and still keeping hold of C site in his hands firmly. And keeping MONT PRISMA within a chance to win this one.
Yeah, we'll see MONT PRISMA here again have this really nice player advantage. Senny and Kamalia holding on this C side. Is nice headshot there by Bona. Going to be able to get one here with that Bulldog, trying to push toward their third round win in a row. Again, teams that win the first 3 rounds, definitely a very nice chance to win that map, or at least the half. So we'll see if they will be able to pressure this lead even further as Lucy swaps over to that Vandal of their fallen teammate here. Still the player advantage for MONT PRISMA as the Thunder Dragons look to rotate out here, sat back in this C lobby slash T spawn, but we'll wait and see here. Lucy's Prowler should not actually through the mound, won't be able to get a tag onto a player as we'll see the Cypher peek out here, but Bona finds one here. Their second of the round is what will be the Fade getting smoked off. Will get found by the Prowler. Lucy Goosey peeking over as we'll see Bona a third kill.
Wow.
Showing up huge here for the roster as the Thunder Dragons have relied on this Clove and they have executed. 15 seconds on the clock as the plant goes down, and now it's a 3-2 lead in the player count for the Thunder Dragons as Omen shadow steps over here. Deadlock trying to push it through water, but it's really tough here. You have Bona on this high box. You have the Trekko, that Killjoy holding over Wagyu here. We'll see the fight as the jump peaks come out. Trekko for 1 and 2 in main. Burger gets the takedown onto Lala, and the Thunder Dragons now up 3.
You can definitely see it's not just the individual mechanics, not even just the skill level, but it's the understanding of what positions are being held at all times by this team. They know how to stick on a site. They know how to cover off all the angles. I believe Senny kind of got a little bit curious as to where the rest of Thunder Dragons might have went, but funnily enough, they were right on his doorstep and ready to entry, waiting for a mistake from MONT PRISMA. And I think that's going to be the narrative for this story here today for Thunder Dragons, especially considering the fact that you are that one player down. You need to wait for a mistake from MONT PRISMA. And MONT PRISMA, the biggest chance you're going to have into converting these rounds is definitely going to be on the attacker side, if you get there.
And yeah, again, Thunder Dragons definitely doing a nice job attacking here as, again, we'll see the push right now leaning up towards B for the moment, but a deadlock wall going to cut this push a little bit short. But Trekko moving forward, thinking about breaking this wall down here, thinking about it. It does decide at least to break the corner here, get this corner open as Neon going to go ahead and commit to just breaking down the whole wall. Why not at this point? We've made some noise. Deadlock net gets thrown, identifies a few players, but will be the quick back away here for the attackers, who now start to move over toward A, but by no means committed. 50 seconds on the clock, and this team has proven some good clock management. They know how long it takes to get to various places. We saw a nice push on C last round with under half a minute on the clock, but we'll see it this time back over toward A. Alarm bot to watch the flank, so likely going to end up committing to it here. Kamalia over in tree, and Neon wall comes up, stuns come out, and it will be the push on towards A here. 1 in tree, 2 in link, 2 on C rotating. Wagyu in link gets taken down. Raze on the close spot on door gets 1 and 2 with the frenzy. It's really nicely done by the Raze here. Backing away, paint shells go out, but Trekko finds the kill. 2v3 in favor of MONT PRISMA and the Thunder Dragons. Only 15 seconds to plant here. They will get on site, and again, good clock management, but now down a player here in a rough situation. 1 in the drop. Senny gonna take a little bit of damage here, peeking back out. Lala for 1 on Spike here. Bona trying to play for miracles here. 1 peeks back over to the Omen, runs out of ammo, is able to get away, uses the healing in the corner here. Can go for it, gets the reload off. Fade gonna throw the C's, is gonna get the tag here. Prowler comes out, gets shot down. Fade peeks it, but there we go. Lucy Goosey's Stinger takes down Bona, and that should be the round here as they get on the defuse.
Yeah, not using the ult as well. Choosing to conserve it for a more winnable round, I assume. The 1v2 still would have fancied him to see if he could have pulled it off. I mean, Bona so far fragging it out of their minds. 9 and 1 currently. You never know if that clutch might have happened if Bona did trigger that ulti, but I guess we will never know, and it will be for the side of MONT PRISMA to take a timeout here in the meantime. Huh.
Yeah, definitely don't hate this here. They get a round off. They're going to have buys this round, so they want to figure out exactly what they need to do. They've seen the Thunder Dragons gameplay, right? They know what they've been doing. They've been playing slow. They've been looking for picks, trying to bait out util, and then hitting a site late into the round. So if MONT PRISMA can figure out how exactly they want to play around that play style, try and stay alive for this end push where they try and stack a site, maybe hold down 5v4 while the other team is in time pressure, definitely a lot of ways that they can try and get some free rounds due to how slow the start is for the Thunder Dragons, but definitely going to be a high bar to face. At the end of the day, you are against 5 or 4 Apex ranked players, right? These are all Immortal and Ascendant players for the Thunder Dragons, so some extremely high skill players for their roster, but again, definitely some ways that MONT PRISMA can try and use this extra player to their advantage.
Yeah, and the thing is, they really haven't been proactive in defense, and, well, I guess it's warranted to some extent. You know the amount of firepower you're fighting against these Thunder Dragons, but to really exploit that man disadvantage, you know there's probably going to be a gap somewhere to exploit. You can take a lot more map control than you may think, especially considering your sort of lineup. You have a Deadlock, you have an Omen. You really should fight for those positions, but right now, a change of pace may be inbound here from Thunder Dragons, as Neon was looking to kind of take some ground there, but regardless, unable to push further upwards. It will be just a slow back away here from Thunder Dragons, and once more, it's the same idea again. Wait for a mistake, and then pounce on it.
And yeah, we'll see the push this time leaning over towards A, not fully committed, of course, quite yet. Still just slow in lobby. Killjoy leaning over towards C as well, just trying to maybe bait out some noise, bait some info here as Shay starts peeking out Omen smokes behind the Neon here, so Shay can still play their angle, but a little bit tougher here for a couple players to try and make it happen. Fade backing away here as well, as we'll see Lucy Goosey moving on to the A site. Truly, as Killjoy has C completely free now. Could go for a flank or several things, but is just going to break the Cypher tripwire and then open door here. Calls for the team to rotate, and it is a quick sprint. C here. Fade, the one with the spike, is going to be in that backpack here, but we'll wait and see. No player on C, just a Cypher cam and a wire. Cam broken down, and again, will be a free site take here in the final half minute. We're going to run through the wire here, so Shay has to break it down as Omen trying to rotate over. Clove and Fade do have the 2 only ults right now, so definitely could see MONT PRISMA drop that Fatal on this retake. As smokes go down, the spike is planted, and all 9 players currently live. Fatal comes out. Kamalia taken down on the high ground here in this back elbow as Shay trying to stay alive. Bona for one, Shay for another. Shay, though, gets traded out as Bona traded down himself. Pops the ult here. 3v2 for the Thunder Dragons. They have to worry about the Clove on the respawn here, trying to flank them on the side, forcing a fight. Jumps up onto the high box. Can't find the headshot, though. Lucy Goosey for one on Mound, though. Tretgo in the 1v1 just throws that molly out here. Gonna try and hide behind Mound here. Doesn't even need to take the gunfight, but he wins it anyways. 4-1 now for the Thunder Dragons.
Great work coming in from them, and, you know, MONT PRISMA, I will be genuinely a bit concerned that you got out macroed on a map where you have a player advantage that you know of as well. It was very intriguing. It was a bit sloppy from their end as well, and it really does show you that Lotus is a really, really solid and attacker-sided map if you play it right. And, well, it's nothing short to say that Thunder Dragons have been playing this one beautifully so far, and if they keep this going, they might just be able to come through here regardless of that disadvantage. I mean, they're doing a fantastic job so far. They have a 4-1 lead, and they have put, well, MONT PRISMA on an eco, basically. A kind of a semi-buy, if I dare say, with those 2 rifles.
And yeah, again, some really nice work here by the side of the Thunder Dragons. Again, 10-3 right now for their Clove on the top frag. Tretgo and Lucy Goosey sit in second place with 6 kills each, representing that next slot for both teams. As we'll see Bona rotating back over. Here's the 2 leading up C. Cam is going to get the tag there onto Burger. Wire 1 gets broken out here on C, but it's going to be a rotate now. Neon and Clove both pushing up A here. Lucy Goosey going to have this first fight here with this Vandal. Has the one high. He's going to get tagged for a little bit here, but we'll be able to back away. Haunt to the back corner here, trying to pressure Shay. Outlaw comes out. We'll see it, and he does not find it. Loosey Goosey takes down Shay. Prowler now harassing the Clove, as we'll see if the Fade can hold on for the second MONT Prisma round. Trying to spray him through the boxes. Some nice attempts there by Loosey Goosey, but it will be Bona able to find the kill here as a 4v3 in favor of MONT Prisma as they continue pushing in. There goes Lala. A nice kill for the Clove again. 3v3 now, as they have still about half a minute to get the spike down, but looks like they're rotating to B, where Sinai gonna try and wait for them, but the Prowler gonna find him, but he only has a Classic to work with right now.
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna be enough, especially when they're charging him with 3 men, just able to kind of push through that side of the trip, and it's not gonna last for long here. This Raze doesn't have much to work with, gets taken down instantly. Bona on for the ace, will not get to Burger, will look to steal it away, but regardless, that's once more a great round from Thunder Dragons.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what MONT Prisma want to do here again. We'll wait and see here for the moment. Loosey Goosey is still trying to hold down. They have a few Vandal kits here, so definitely still a playable round, but Lala going to be stuck on the pistol, as well as Loosey Goosey not having the money for that full shield, so we'll wait and see here. Obviously, still full buys for the entirety of the Thunder Dragons, doing a great job of making sure they can stay alive here. Obviously, they have to take some risky fights occasionally, and they do get punished for them, but obviously, in general, doing a good job staying alive, staying on their feet, and keeping this train moving forward here. Almost already securing the half to at least a standstill, but we'll wait and see here. 5-1 is all 4 attackers lean C.
And right now, Bona being the star of the show, and it's not even shying away from it. 14 kills to the name. This Cypher, they're gonna have trouble against Senny. I know you're a Cypher, I know you're meant to kind of hold a side on your own, but you're already getting pushed back by the Killjoy ult, and you're opting to kind of stay a bit longer to see how much you can get if they get a bit too anxious, and they will do, but regardless, you are forced to get out of there, and the site, once more, given up into the hands of Thunder Dragons, and what we have learned so far is that they don't give them up easily. Already, some info landing for the side of Thunder Dragons, realizing their potential threats in all areas, trying to get one, gets clapped back immediately, the pain shell does go down, Bona able to revive themselves, and now Shay is now to do the heavy lifting, unable to. Vagu able to get one more potentially with the ult. Bona retraded once more, and seems like a retake in the favor of MONT Prisma, finally coming to fruit as they do clean out the last of the Thunder Dragons.
And yeah, again, there is a really nice, some really nice plays there, especially in terms of the util. Again, the majority of the game so far has just been the Thunder Dragons outworking this MONT Prisma side, but on that retake, definitely some really good communication there. You saw the Fade C's and Raze Nade combo there, get someone caught in the C's, and then obviously once there's nowhere else for them to go, that Raze Nade is gonna connect for the kill, and they did end up obviously Clove ulting to get back into it, but just tiny things like that, using util to force kills or force abilities is definitely going to be a key thing for MONT Prisma to master over the rest of this map if they are going to get back into it, but we'll have to wait and see here. Obviously a lot of time left before then, only 7 rounds into our game that at this point is guaranteed to take at least 15, so we'll wait and see for the moment as we get into round 8 for the moment, and the attackers look pretty split up, looks like a bit of a default here with 2 on B and 1 on each side site, but we'll wait and see here. A triple stack on A for the defense.
Once more, playing those stacks, but not always to your advantage in these scenarios. Thunder Dragons being able to maneuver the map quite well and able to exploit those gaps, and surprisingly, yeah, a 4-man team is able to exploit the gaps of a 5-man team. It really is surprising, but regardless, it is the reality we are living in, and Thunder Dragons definitely making MONT Prisma work for it right now. Senny is going to be the first one potentially take contact here. In the meantime, Shay was trying to get something going, but it seems like it's a bit of a contact play coming here from Treco. They're just trying to gain as much info as possible, and now they have been found out. Gonna have to retreat into the shadows they go, as Omen is there to support. And now, it's just a matter of cat and mouse here. Which side do you go for? Do you guess the right one? The stacks are correct. The read is brilliant from Thunder Dragons here, and Loosey Goosey is gonna have to do way more than expected here. Look at that, all lined up, all ready to pounce, and this one is going to go down. And I'm not sure Loosey Goosey is going to be the one to kind of come out on top here. Already entering, Shay coming through as well. Fade ult going down, looking to silence all the opposition necessary, and he instantly goes down. Loosey Goosey not able to hold out here, and the site already forsaken.
And yeah, I mean, that is so rough here. As we'll see if they can get back into the round by all means possible. Neuralthef comes out. Lala for the double, spraying down. Sanai finds one. Kamala finds another here, and they get the round. But absolutely brutal there. The start to that, you saw Lucy had a bit of an idea what might be going on. Throws the Prowler. The second it gets one tracked, communicate that to the team. All 4 of their other players immediately start running. Nightfall hits the site. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much that Lucy Goosey wasn't able to stop them on their own, because the rest of the team steps up here, each of them pretty much picking up a kill. I suppose Lala picked up the extra one and I believe Deadlock's dead, but doesn't really matter who's getting the kills. They're getting them, and they got the round win here. Again, all 5 round wins for the Thunder Dragons have technically been due to killing all 5 of these defenders, but all 3 of these other rounds coming from defuses on these retakes. So definitely well done by the side of Montverde here as they continue working forwards here. Again, 1 round at a time. You're playing against 4 players who individually are probably 4 of the 5, if not just the 4 best players in the lobby. Some very high ranks here, which again is why the Thunder Dragons are the ones. They're an extremely good team. As Lucy Goosey finds Avona here. There goes another one. Shay goes down, and Lucy Goosey absolutely stepping up for this roster here. Again, the highest rank for them, and he is definitely showing it here. The Immortal himself at a similar playing field as the rest of the players. Tonight finds Treko moving through door on C, and now it is just going to be the lonesome Fade here. Burger left with lots of work to do in the 1v4 on under a minute. Finds Lala, steps over, trying to find Wagyu. The raise as well, holding it, but no, can't get the headshot. Wagyu finds the kill here on Burger, and while we were 5-1, now it's almost tied up here after 9.
I must say, Lucy Goosey, definitely the person to credit for that one. It was gorgeous. I mean, the first one, they didn't even notice, they didn't even see it, you know, even they were excited about it. You can see the mouse shakes right after. But just afterwards, it was another one, a back-to-back, a timeout coming through, and rightfully so for the side of Thunder Dragons. They are beginning to slip, and it's all thanks to this person. I mean, Lucy Goosey really putting up numbers here in terms of the counteract, you know, the Bona session that has been happening so far. It might as well be called the Bona session. 14-7. Great start from them as well, but they're coming back into it, and this one is just getting spiced up right now here. I'd like to say, Colonel.
And yeah, definitely going to be interesting here as, again, you're looking at 2 of probably the top 6 teams in VHEL, right? We're watching Division 1B right now. The Thunder Dragons reign on top undefeated. MONT PRISMA currently 3-2, I believe, in the standings. Over in the 1A division, obviously some very strong teams. You have teams like CBC, Centennial, West Texas Gushers, the side of Lancaster as well, all at pretty respectable records over there. But you look at the top 3 or 4 teams from each division who are going to try and make it to playoffs here. You're looking at teams like the Thunder Dragons here, who obviously at full strength are definitely an extreme force to be reckoned with. Even at 4 players, they're a force to be reckoned with. Again, some of the best individual talent in the league. As we'll see Sanai here in a bit of a dangerous situation here in the 1v4. Shay going to peek out here. They are on a save here. It's triple Sheriff Bucky. So in theory, it should be a very stable round for Montverde, as again, they have all of the advantage here. They have the extra players. They have 3 ults. They have 5 rifle kits against 3 sheriffs and a Bucky, but we'll see what happens here. Shay going to lead the charge here on the Neon Bucky, dashing in for 1, and it will be Treko and Bona each finding a kill, and all 3 of them are going to go try and pick up a rifle. Their Fade not quite going to get there. Burger stuck on a sheriff here, but the rest of the team here picks up rifles, and again, that spike has been planted. It is ticking pretty quickly here, so still some time left to try and get it going, but you really have to be super cognizant of the timer here as Camellia finds 1, but Treko and Burger trade them back as the Prisma crew go down, and in the save here, in the eco, I suppose, it is officially the 6th round for the Thunder Dragons. They can no longer lose the half, but again, a really nice run there for MONT PRISMA to bring the game to a much better spot. Very, very happy considering it's 6-4 compared to that 5-1.
Oh yeah, I mean, Shay, the man to thank genuinely for that run through as well. A very selfless play, just taking the bucket and knowing you need to get close range, calling up for his teammates to just peek with him while he does take all the fire, all the aggro, and he's able to take down 1 with him. The other 2 get executed in just beautiful fashion, and right now they're going to look to kind of use that timeout, which they already have taken, to their advantage. They're going to keep the momentum flowing, and if you really want a disadvantage, with these kind of numbers to play, you really have to play it during attack. You're not going to be able to be given the same chance on defense.
Yeah.
If you're trying to split 4 people across 3 sites on defense and you have 5 people running at you, you are not holding that. No matter who you are, no matter what utility you have, you are not holding something like that. But in the meantime, Treco is able to secure another site, and an 8 and 4 half is really something that Thunder Dragons might need to hold on through this game. Immediately taking down 2 as well. Tree goes down. Treco thankful for a double kill, maybe even a triple here. Loosey Goosey looking to kind of stop this onslaught, and he will do as well. Shay trying to just dive back here, being able to secure this position in Tree, but they're all grouped up. The Fade all does come through. Nightmare upon them. Only one gets out. Burger able to regain all of his senses as of right now, but it is still a 2-on-4. Oh, regardless, it might not be enough. A 1-on-3 ensuing, and Bona is taking heads. Just one more remaining. Not much Senny can do, especially when the full force of Bona is wreaking havoc upon your team.
And yeah, I mean, again, this is really well done for them here, but we'll wait and see for the moment if it will be anything to try and get back in here. As again, I do think the other half, now that we're guaranteed some rounds into it, is definitely going to be really interesting, because like you mentioned, right, they only have 4 players, so
yeah,
the best split you can do is 1-1-1 with 2 players on a site, or potentially you could do a 2-0-2 where you just sell B and say, if you want to play B, that's fine, we'll come at you with some nice pinch methods. But we'll wait and see exactly what the main defensive split is going to be for the Thunder Dragons, because there is one more round left in the half tier, but we'll get into the attack theory as well for the side of MONT PRISMA here once we get to that half. Cloak smoking down, it'll be deadlock here. Wagyu trying to hold on. Shay pushes forward, the stun comes out, 1 kill with the stinger here. Attacker lockdown comes down as well. Reload for Wagyu, there's no world he gets out, so he takes the fight to Burger, drains a decent bit of his HP away as the lockdown ticks away in a few seconds. Haunt gonna come out, but Treco pushing up here, the Killjoy going very aggressive here, as it will be the Knight who fall down into the back corner here, trying to pressure all of these players here. As we'll see the side of Raze pushing over through Mount here. He's going to pop the showstopper. Satchel. We'll see if they can get into a good angle here. Treco for 1 and 2 as Camellia moves over. And well, they do find Treco with the showstopper. Unfortunately, 2 players stay close. Loosey Goosey moving forward here, trying to take the 1v1 against Stoner here, trying to make it happen. Gets the headshot, but the ult comes down from the Clove here. The time again starting to go on the round, but finds it. A really nice step back from the side of Loosey Goosey. Thona presumably thinking that it is going to be okay, Fade's going to go to the spike, but no, a nice turn for Loosey Goosey, catches the Clove off guard, not hiding behind anything, and it brings it to a 7-5 half. Again, the Thunder Dragons here, they have the advantage, they won the first half, but especially depending on what this now attacking side want to do. I mean, if they say at the start of every round, we're going to pick a site randomly, and we are going to send 5 players at it and sprint at the site as quickly as we can. But it's what, a 5v2 at best, assuming it's balanced. Obviously, you can always stack a site on defense, but then if you miss your guess, you're going to be in a 4 versus 5 retake, which isn't great. So there's a lot of things that MONT PRISMA can do here to be very annoying on the attack. And again, I think they should abuse this man advantage, right? Obviously, Psycho pushing 5v5 doesn't work, but you're not 5v5. Use that advantage. So we'll see how it goes here. Obviously, Pistol's a bit of a different beast entirely as we'll get into the A push here. Stuns come out, sides, nades, everything getting used here in A main. As we'll see again here, 4v2 on the site right now. Cypher lurking mid right now as Clove holding on. The door is open, so could definitely look for the rotate, but we'll wait and see what the attack want here from MONT PRISMA.
Oh, diving into Shay. Wow, Burger able to assist there as well, and the Dragons do deny the entry promptly. Tree is closed for business. Don't even think about going there again. And what started with a man advantage turns into a man disadvantage here. Thankfully, Camilla able to bring back 1. They get the side, but it's B. The most horrific of sides to hold in a post plan. So many angles to cover off. Bona able to get through. Beautiful classic play. A double dink potentially going onto Loosey Goosey there. And now a post plan scenario. Camellia is going to look to get this one down at least for some money before eventually she might go down here. Looking to get as many as possible. Very possible. Plucks the neon out the sky. Uses the paint shell, but unable to do much more as Bona puts a swift end to it. And Thunder Dragons breathing alive and taking the pistol off the defensive half.
And yeah, I mean, again, this is going to become where it gets scary, right? For the side of MONT PRISMA, you have to keep your attacking pressure, and once it splits over and they have to hold down a site, you reflip the table, right? They go back on the defense, and the Thunder Dragons are back on offense, where again, they don't get the same luxury of playing around the whole map, taking all the time they want. They have to go there, and they have a time limit, but they are back in the well of they're all extremely good at the game. These are Immortal and Ascendant players, and while someone like Lucy Goosey is in the same, the rest of the players, full respect to them, just aren't at that same gunplay level. So you have to try and play smart and play tricky and play some weird angles, whatever it is, to try and stay as stable. As again, it's all a game of rounds, as Bona Outlaws in the middle has one tap ability on every player in the round here, as they do find that first shot accurately here. Reloads the Outlaw for the moment. Nice move by them. We'll see where the attack want to go here. They do full retreat. There's 2 on A, 1 on C, and of course this Clove in mid. The push, it does look like it will go over to the Killjoy though, who again, definitely nice to have the KJ in the 4v5, as obviously the turrets, the nades, the alarm bots help a little bit in terms of stalling sites while the rotate comes through. As we'll see the Omen teleport on over with the Shadow Step. It will be the Satchels as well to get Raze over the gap. Lala peeks over, Stinger for 1. Spike goes down, the net doesn't find Trekko, but obviously on site, the Spike going down, not too impactful here. Camellia taps the plant here, tries to take a fight, taps it again, and it should be full planted here. As we'll see here now in the player advantage, should be an advantage for the Thunder Dragons, as Neon sprinting in, wall up, stuns in, Judge in, gets one tonight, retrades with the Classic here, but they can't really get the guns. They're going to be stuck out here. There goes one, is now 1v3. We'll see what Deadlock can do as Trekko looks to hold the Spike, but Burger finds the kill with the Stinger, now 9-5 for the Thunder Dragons.
Yeah, great start. Non-expected one, definitely. You're attacking with 5 players on a very attack-sided map. Lotus, not very forgiving for the defenders here, and Thunder Dragons are making it look very easy, albeit, yes, the skill gap is there, but with just 5 people, surely you just hit a site and go. I mean, we've seen in the first round that they visited all 3 sites at a certain point. They rotated into A, trying to get through tree, instantly denied by Burger and Shay, I believe, and then just trying to go through B-Link, unable to plant there, so you go towards C. So they really took a trip around the world in that first round there off the defender side, half for MONT PRISMA, but it feels like MONT PRISMA really are kind of lacking the ability to just, you know, shut down some of these plays that are happening proactively from Thunder Dragons. So really waiting to see what they really can do in the forthcoming half, and it's gonna be a 5-man rush now. Finally, they are realizing the potential that they have in terms of the man advantage, but there is 3 players immediately from Thunder Dragons responding here. Shay gets caught in the snare. In the meantime, Bona good for 1. Vagu looking to get the numbers up. Burger jumps in, takes the head off of Vagu, and once more, Bona strikes from the heavens. A 2-on-3 scenario, not very doable for the side of MONT PRISMA, and it will be the Dragons breathing down your necks, but this time, it's Hellfire.
And yeah, I thought that the attack would be a bonus here for MONT PRISMA, as they can be rootless, aggressive, take 5v1s, 5v2s, but unfortunately the retakes here are just a little bit too harsh for them here, as proven now for the 3rd round in a row by the Thunder Dragons. And again, it's Pistol. Pistol's not the most impactful of all time. The bonus is whatever it is, it's a bonus, but even there, that 3rd round, generally, again, mentioned it earlier, the 2-0, if you go up the Pistol and the following round, you typically lose the 3rd round due to the economy difference, but unfortunately not going to be the trend we see here. But again, definitely going to be interesting. I think all of these teams likely potentially to make the playoffs here, especially the Thunder Dragons, maybe even already locking it, especially with the game today. But will be interesting to see. Again, the winner of the playoffs there will qualify for ESC Nationals out in person over at Full Sail in Orlando, Florida. But obviously a little bit of time for both of these teams before they can worry about qualifying for that. The rest of the regular season and playoffs in the way between them and that slot. But we'll wait and see if the MONT PRISMA side can do anything about this game specifically, try and get back into it. This is their timeout for what it's worth as well. So trying to talk through exactly what do we need to do. We're getting shut down right now on some of these important rounds that we should air quote be winning, but we'll wait and see here what they want to do, what they want to change up coming out of this timeout. They have a pretty heavy econ disadvantage. They cannot buy rifle kits, so we'll wait and see if it's going to be a buy for next next for them, which I would expect to be the play. 4 Sheriffs and a Ghost with 3 Light Shields and 2 Regen. So definitely leaning towards that buy for next. Make sure you have a Rifle, Shields, and Util next round. Whatever happens this round happens. If it goes well, it goes well. But we'll wait and see here. 3 players pushing out Mound right now. They'll be met by Lucy, Goosey, Lala, Wagyu, Sanai moving over as well, but we'll wait and see how the fight goes as Lala leaning forward, smoking out. Lucy Goosey thinks about peeking, but they get a shot. They know someone's here. Fade Eye comes down. 2 players shoot at it. They should have the audio as Bona for 1, for 2. Paranoia comes down. Lala tries to find them. We'll be able to take down Bona. A little bit of an eco denial, but not going to matter too much here when the Thunder Dragons basically guaranteed the round win. The haunt hits, and they get the spray through the box here. And now Camellia, it is not the position that you want to be in here, but we'll wait and see if they have anything magical.
I mean, Ariva, the Sheriff in the 1v3, not really likely. Shay popping out, jiggling back and forth, and sadly, unable to bring forward any sort of miracles here that were definitely needed for the side MONT PRISMA. And right now, you have the Dragons, and MONT PRISMA really need to think about this in terms of, it's not necessarily, that you need to stop the whole team. Just stop Bona. Look at this guy, 26 and 11, out for blood with the AWP. I mean, I gotta see where he goes with it. I gotta see what he does with it, but sadly, it might be a swing and a miss. He's going down B, and the rest of the gang, he might be able to get someone here. A bit of an interesting inspection going forward here from the side of Vaggy, but regardless, it's a very deadly angle, and B is definitely closed for any sort of further entries that you may attempt there. MONT PRISMA really needing to gamble their luck on a single site, and may I say it, C might be the best bet at this stage.
Yeah, the Killjoy's hard to break through. I think the main thing they're concerned with is some of their C retake, or some of their C holds rather, haven't been the greatest of all time, as Haunt shot down by 1. Nice hide of the audio there, not showing how many people are here. As again, currently split 2-0-3 right now for the attack, 2 on C, 3 on A. As we'll wait and see here. It does look like they want to commit toward this C move. Fade making a little bit of noise. I do like that, actually, trying to sell some audio here, but unfortunately the Deadlock and Cypher can't stay silent forever here to sell infinite audio. Neon and Fade still waiting out. Bona there gonna find Lucy Goosey on the rotate through spawn. Really nicely done there as Treco hiding up in this back corner just past the site. Sensors going down, paint shells over towards this waterfall where you'll see 2 players pushing out. Killjoy still in the back corner. Fade gonna rotate over as well. It looks like they're thinking about all 4 coming out from this back corner. Fade actually ends up stepping down toward water, but we'll wait and see here. Treco, Shay, Bona waiting out, trying to find something. Stun comes out from this Neon here. It's going to be the C's, misses everybody. Targets getting detected here. This is the Util helping as much as they can. Treco trying to push over. The Omen Smoke doing a good job blocking them out. Haunt shot down here. Bona on the high ground is going to get taken down by Lala. Now ult comes out. Lala going to take down Treco. Lala goes down himself. Camellia, they will be the Roomba here, able to take down Burger. Bona finds the side of Wagyu. Shay going to get on the spike and hold it. Camellia shoots the rocket. And that is really nice there by MONT PRISMA. Typically, you don't see the Raze ult used like that. It's almost a lineup there. You have it planted in the back corner. They stand on mound, shoot the rocket as low to the wall as they can, and it does enough damage. It gets the kill there. Really like the out-of-the-box thinking there by MONT PRISMA. Obviously not the most unique idea of all time to use the ultimate to stop the defuse, but obviously a nice utilization of some of that odd util there as they win another round here. This is going to be their first attack round 1 here. They bring the game a little bit closer at 11-6, but a lot of work left to do, and they don't get too many mistakes.
A lot of room for error, and
oh no, on C.
We're gonna see it. We might see it, Bona.
Oh, no.
He's been waiting for this moment this entire time. Who will be the victim is the first question. It's gonna require some insane reactions to counter it.
Oi!
Nice
PK by Sanai. They need to get out of there. They heard the off.
They're running.
Turned tail and booked it here. Bona's trying to find him. He's looking for something, but no, they are gone. They're already over in A main here, where they do have a 5v3. And again, this is one of the things I was talking about. If they just take a site and hit it here, they're going to have the advantage, especially since they know that Bona, also the top performing player, far away. Seas comes down, not going to tag anyone. Burger sends the dog out, not going to find anything with the Prowler. Shay finds one here on the defense. A nice job to the start, but Lucy Goosey for one. Burger going to try and hold on, but Lala finds the kill there, as they did have the Killjoy rotate back over to a safety here. So it's going to be a 2v4 re-hit, and Bona on the operator. Very easy to win a gunfight he's looking at, but doesn't have that same fluidity on the moves here. Trying to look down in the smoke, could jump on Lucy Goosey and get the kill, but has no idea he's there, of course, as the silent movement here working out well for the fade. But once this Omen smoke drops, could be a bit of danger. Bona going to look to go down drop here, can take any fight into tree pretty easily. Going to have the one player close right as well. Wagyu behind each other, gets the kill on the shoulder. Fade is in the close corner, peeking it out, doesn't get the kill there. Nice by Lucy Goosey, able to capitalize on that punishment as Trekko tracked down from behind Lala for the final kill of the round. And 18 rounds in, we are still going strong here. A nice showing in that last round by MONT PRISMA, able to hold on past the attack here, take the 5v3 on A, get 2 kills with it, hold the 2v4, and now they go ahead. They need to win a couple more rounds here. They trail by 4, so they need to see it 6 rounds. I guess 5 rounds would work as well towards overtime. But again, they're only allowed to lose 1 round, so have to be very, very careful here. It is worth noting, though, Burger pretty much broke here. Going to be on a Sheriff no shields, while we do have the other 8 on rifle kits.
And I guess the magic formula was just avoid Bona. I mean, they are on almost 30 kills right now, 1 away, as we do mention it, but it seems like the magic trick is just get away from that person, get away from them. Even if they're a control and not duelist, they're definitely going to take your head if you peek enough. And even a glimmer might be enough for them to punish you. In the meantime, it seems like MONT PRISMA just trying to gain some info, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're just simply looking for Bona. I definitely, genuinely wouldn't be surprised. I'd take the odds of attacking a 3-stack site rather than facing Bona in a 5v1.
Yeah, we'll wait and see it here again. They do know that Clove not going to be over here on A, but it is going to be the safe call this time. Thunder Dragons, they couldn't do it last time, but now you know when the attack is coming, just back up. Give them the site, play the 4v5, where you can try and take a lot of gunfights here, but we'll wait and see. For the moment here, Burger did get that rifle dropped over to them, so Shay leading the charge with a classic here, does have ultimate. Lockdown comes out, Burger finds the opening pick on Camellia. Smoke's going down on Tree here, trying to block out as much as they can here. Deadlock ult comes down, he's going to grab Neon here in the middle of the ultimate, but they are going to get shot out now, stunned by the Deadlock here. Lockdown going to go down, isn't going to stun anybody. The Tree players all here able to hide through the smokes here as the box trying to spray through. Trekko stays alive, and the Killjoy just commits the spike. Pros don't fake. Lala picks up some nice kills at the end. The round ends at a 1-1 count player-wise, but when you get the defuse, you don't care if your players go down afterwards. 12-7 now for the Thunder Dragons. And again, at the start of the day, just looking at it here, the Thunder Dragons, they've been so extremely dominant in this division. We thought that they were going to have another showing, but due to some interesting, unfortunate scenarios, of course, we hope that their other player is okay and whatever caused them to be unable to make it today. Hopefully not too big of a problem, and it is something simple to take care of, but definitely makes for a very interesting game here, but it still puts Montverde in a very rough spot. Need to win the next 5 rounds in a row here, but it's not a bad start here. Bona goes down, and now we should run from the Clove. Don't let them get a kill. Hide, hide, hide. Stay away from the Clove and just let them die out. Hide behind the corners. Play slow. Don't peek it. Don't peek it. Shay in a lot of danger there. Almost goes down, gets tagged, I think, in the back there, but not going to be lethal, and unfortunately for the Clove, that timer has expired. Trekko up in heaven here on top of this, hiding out with the Judge. Raze not going to peek it. Kill for Trekko. Gun going to get swapped out to the Vandal as well. It will be the side of Trekko leading the charge here alongside their Fade. Shay on the flank as well, as Seas comes down, tags Trekko. Will be able to stay safe for the moment here, but look at Neon on the flank here. This could be magical for Shay. Double kill could happen if they see Deadlock quick enough. 1 and 2. Nicely done by Shay. Trekko goes down, and that Neon play buys all the time they need, and 13-7 is going to be our final tally. Really nicely done there by the Thunder Dragons, as obviously they will continue on their undefeated streak. They lead the division for a reason here, and they are able to lock it down.
Yeah, shockingly, Bona not being alive for that final round where all the kills came through. It was a beautiful retake, but how scary must it have been? You know, oh, finally, we're able to take down Bona. Let's go. Oh, wait, it's a Clove with an ult. We are in the same exact scenario, so it's definitely going to be a rough one in the office, and back to the drawing boards you go for MONT PRISMA. A great showing, regardless of the skill gap from both teams, it has to be said. The Dragons just coordinated a lot better with what they had. They did a lot more with a lot less, and that is truly what kind of made the difference here.
And yeah, I think that definitely goes to show MONT PRISMA. They made a lot of good decisions in that game. They made a lot of smart plays on some fights. Even just looking at that last round specifically, they saw the best player go down, pop the global, and they said, get away, run, get out. And again, in a vacuum, each of those decisions may look simple, right? Sure, get away from the clove, don't take a gunfight, but adding it all up, they played a good game here. Obviously, they had advantages, but again, you have to consider the rank disparity here, how dominant the Thunder Dragons have been. I think MONT PRISMA definitely show why they're able to beat other teams at this same skill level, because again, they make some good decisions, they have a lot of good strategies, just isn't going to obviously make up for everything 100% of the time here. And again, the Thunder Dragons prove exactly why they are so extremely dominant. Now I believe 5-0 on the season. Does count their bye in that, I think, of course, but obviously good season by them. I wish them the best of luck in the playoffs here. Definitely going to be interesting, but we'll have to wait and see. We thank you everybody for joining us today. Be sure to keep an eye out here. We're not done in the VHEL for the week. We do have some qualifiers on Saturday. We'll have Marvel Rivals in the morning, likely going to start at around 11 a.m. CST, and then later in the day they'll be back on with Rocket League, should be at around 2 p.m. CST, so definitely keep an eye out here. Going to have some high intensity matchups on Saturday, as again, don't have them too often, but definitely going to be a lot of fun. But again, Kiki, thank you for hopping on and joining me today.
Was a pleasure as well, in the back of the scenes as well, with Tucker on the Observer slot, with Edge, with the production, and was a pleasure to be here. We'd like to thank you all for watching once more, and have a great night.